Market is changing quickly and we need to talk about it. Welcome to Real Estate Marketing Secrets. This is Travis Green. We have got some great things to talk about today. Things are changing. Have you experienced what the market's doing out there? I'm sure you have. Early on in the spring, if you're like us, we saw the real estate market climbing. We saw lots of homes coming on the market. Prices were going up. Buyers were buying. There was even some bidding wars going on. Does that ring a bell from years ago? It was happening again. Things were super active and very excited in the market. But we are seeing that kind of slow down. We're seeing things taper off and not be quite as aggressive as they were. My guess is your sellers are wondering, why isn't my home selling? What's going on out there? And it all comes back to you, their agent, their trusted resource, right? So I want to talk about what to do in these situations or how we can help reposition ourselves in these kind of markets. First off, you need to help your sellers be rest assured that you're doing your job and make sure that you are doing your job. It's important. Make sure that you're giving them weekly or bi-weekly updates as to what's going on in the market. Every real estate agent out there has the market data in front of them, right? The MLS, Zillow, all that has a lot of information. And if you aren't presenting that information to them before the offers come in, they're going to be upset. Well, why do I have this offer $20,000, $30,000 lower than my asking price? Well, here's why. And you can take that time to explain that to them, but it's better to do it beforehand rather than at the time of an offer. It's very important that they understand that everybody has the same information out there. So the offers that are coming in are probably more likely as to what's happening in the neighborhood. And if you're overpriced, then the buyers are talking to you, meaning the prices that are coming in these offers are more realistically what you should expect. There are 4 prices on a home. What you, the seller, thinks it's worth, what the buyer thinks it's worth, what the assessor thinks it's worth, and what the appraiser thinks it's worth. What your job is to communicate with the sellers and understand what makes sense. And some markets are different than other markets. Different times of the year are different. Like we talked about, spring was a very active time, but we've seen things change a little bit. Interest rates, demand, saturation factors, just whatever it is, has changed the market a little bit. So you need to help them understand that you're doing your job, but they need to have a realistic expectation of the market. You need to bring that to them. If they have the thought that you're not doing your job and maybe that low price leader, the cut rate agency is the way to go, change their mind, because that's not going to help sell your home. They need to stick with the professional. You are the professional, and you need to be that resource for them. So my suggestion is do your homework on a regular basis with your listings. Do a weekly, bi-weekly check-in, something that helps them to know that you are there, you're keeping track of things, and when those offers come in lower than what they thought, they'll know why. Marketing is key in this market, in today's market. Anybody can price a home at any price, but it's got to be within bounds, it's got to be correct, but 2, the thing is you've got to be a great marketer. You've got to stand out above the rest. What does your photography look like? What does your videography look like if you're even using any? How is the presentation of that home looking to the buyers out there? That is very important. In today's world, it isn't all about pricing, it is also about marketing. And you've got to make sure you're doing your job just right. Share the reality of the market with your sellers and make sure you're giving their home all the exposure, the correct exposure that it deserves. And with that, you'll be prepared for greater success. The markets are changing. This is an update that I wanted to give you. Put it into practice. Make sure you're doing it. You'll have smoother, seamless experiences and transactions with your sellers, and you will be the better agent. Hang in there. Keep going. Make sure you're pricing things right. Make sure you're having the conversations with your sellers up front that if things are not selling when they think they should, it's probably because of either condition, location, or price. If it's price, you need to start talking. Get it where it should be, make sure it's marketable, and move forward with the best marketing. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.